Just like Terry Monroe, the Green Brigade have been banished from Parkhead. But was it the correct decision from the Celtic board? Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football. And the Green Brigade, I guess, have pushed Celtic too far this time. And I would actually say fair play to Celtic. They've come out and they've made a decision. And they've finally showed everyone who's boss. Because for a long time now, the Green Brigade think that they run Celtic Football Club, and the board have pretty much just says, no, that's not how things go around here. And they put their foot down and they have banned them from the stadium. I believe home and away.
Yep, it was away, announcement last week, now it's home.
So yeah, no, I guess the entire section now is paid tickets. So we're just going to have like an empty section at Celtic Park. And it's going to feel strange because I don't think this has ever happened before. I don't recall it.
Yeah, this could be the straw that broke the camel's back.
And I've also seen some Celtic fans that are not in the Green Brigade say that they won't be back at Celtic Park until this ban is lifted.
Maybe this is what Rangers need it. This is what Rangers need it. An internal meltdown.
Now, could we see Celtic fans maybe decide to boycott? Could we see Celtic fans maybe follow in the footsteps of the Green Brigade and fly the Palestine flag, since the Green Brigade cannot? We do not know. But what we need to know is, was it the correct decision? Did the Celtic board make the right choice? So we put up for a poll. There was 235 votes. And with 63% of those votes, the answer is yes. 63% believe that Celtic did indeed make the correct decision by banning the Green Brigade from Celtic Park, and 37% of people believe no, it was the wrong choice to ban them from Celtic Park. Now we'll look at the comments in a minute, but first of all, what do you think? Do you think the board got it right? Do you think the board got it wrong? Celtic Football Club is a club for all. Should that club include the Green Brigade, or have they done too much damage over the past weeks, months, and did they need to be put in their place and taught a lesson?
Well, you know what? I think they did make the correct decision, but I'm actually flabbergasted that they actually did ban them. I actually cannot believe they did it.
Banning them away from home's one thing.
Yeah.
I think implementing it at Celtic Park's another thing altogether.
And they've went ahead and done that. Here, I've seen there'll be comments like this. I've seen Celtic fans saying they were encouraged to bring Ukrainian flags last year. Why they're not allowed to bring Palestinian flags this year, considering that the club has got way more... Well, I'll say the club, I mean, obviously the fans feel like they've got way more connection with Palestine than Ukraine. So could you argue from Celtic is hypocritical in that way? Have Celtic sold their own soul down the river, open to all? Or what do you think in that regard? Because for me, I think it is the correct decision, but from a neutral, or maybe not a neutral, maybe from a Celtic fan's point of view, I can see why their entire fan base is split at this. I would say their entire fan base is more split at this than actually the Palestinian Israel debate.
I just don't really see the need really to fly other countries' flags, especially when you don't really exactly know what's going on in there. We can't compare the Israel and Palestine conflict to the Ukrainian and Russian conflict, but I'm certainly not pro-Ukraine, and I'm certainly not pro-Palestine either, so I think politics is probably best left out of football. I think it's good to have football as an escape mechanism, where when stuff's going wrong in the world, you can just focus on football and forget about all this shit going on. And I don't think that people should feel like they can't go to Celtic Park anymore. I don't think there should be Jews out there that don't feel welcome at Celtic Park. It's like, they should be able to go and watch their team. If there's Jewish Celtic fans, they should be able to go to Celtic Park and not have to look at hundreds of fucking Palestine flags, knowing that, like 1,200 of their people just got massacred not that long ago. And less than 24 hours after it happened, these Green Brigade arseholes are waving flags. So, no, I actually agree with them. I don't think I wouldn't have any. I think there should only be the flag of your country. I don't feel the need for all these other flags. I don't get it personally.
Yeah, we can talk about political incidents here, but you can almost accept political incidents within, closer to home. But see these incidents that are taking place, thousands of miles away. I just don't think it should be like you said, football's an escape.
That's like America invading Iraq and breaking out American flags or breaking out Iraqi flags. Personally, couldn't give a fuck. That's war. That should be separated from football, in my opinion.
Yeah, and you know what? I can totally understand why Celtic are distancing themselves for this. Because no football club should really be backing. They should be neutral. They should be a neutral entity. They should be. And if you're open to all, like Celtic say, then realistically,
Are you really open to all when the stadium is like full of Palestine
that's what I was
flags?
going to say.
And let's be honest, what if a person brought an Israel flag into the Green Brigade section? Would they be allowed to stand there peacefully and wave their flag for the 90 minutes?
We've had comments
Highly
on this
doubt it.
channel about a Jewish Celtic fan that says he feels unsafe going to Celtic Park now.
Exactly. So why should the Green Brigade's right to wave a Palestinian flag trump a Celtic fan who's Jewish's right to go to a game and feel safe
It shouldn't.
and go and watch football? So I can see why the board's made this decision, and I'd say the same thing if it was the other way about. To be fair,
Yeah.
So I just don't think
it has to work both ways, guys.
regardless of how I feel in the matter, I just don't think I don't think it's right for a club to take sides.
Yeah, they shouldn't, and because if a club takes sides, that's influenced a lot of people. It's not just a few people. But let's go into the comment section. I think this is going to be very split. I think they're going to be Old Firm fans, mostly Celtic, and there's going to be a lot of old Firm fans in here. So let's see. Cap9 says, enough shit going on in the world, and football can be an escape for 2 hours, but not at Celtic Park. He's kind of right. You always see a Palestinian flag at Celtic Park, and this has always been on. It's not like Palestinian flags are a thing of the recent.
So wait, is Cap9 saying that you can't escape football at Celtic Park, or is he saying that Celtic Park should be different?
I think he's saying you can't escape it, but I think you can see that into like the exact two ways you explained it.
I can't determine whether he thinks that he's blaming Celtic Park for people not to be able to escape what's happening in the world, or he's saying that Celtic Park is like some great fortress where even Celtic Park has to stand up for what's right in the world and stuff, and
I
not allow you an escape.
I think it's ludicrous to suggest that there's certain teams that can't do it, but some teams can. That would be completely...
Yeah, no, I'm going to assume that he thinks that Celtic Park hasn't been a place where you can escape what's going on in the world. I'll just assume that's what it means. And if that's the case, I agree.
Yeah, I totally agree. Moving on, we've got Old Painless. And he is saying, time to go, jobless and embarrassing. Plenty of people will take the tickets.
I disagree because the tickets are bought, aren't they? I mean, I would say the Green Brigade, to get a ticket in that section, you're probably a season ticket holder. So those tickets, no, I get what you're saying, but those tickets are probably already bought.
Problem is, so they will just find ways to get in, won't they?
And let's be honest, it's not like this suspension's going to last a season.
Yeah.
They will be back in probably before the end of November. I'm not saying it's a publicity stunt or anything like that, but just realistically, how long are Celtic going to keep this up?
You say that, but I just don't see the Green Brigade agreeing to not showing solidarity to the Palestinians.
So you think this is it? You think that's the Green Brigade done?
No,
at Celtic Park?
I'm not saying they're done forever, but I would be shocked if they're in before the end of November.
I mean, we'll see.
Like on a peace treaty sort of thing with the Celtic.
Well, I mean, I guess Celtic.
I think they could get in via seat subs and like using other people's tickets.
Well, I mean, Celtic are. The tickets are already bought, aren't they, for the season? So I mean, Celtic don't really need to worry about that from a financial standpoint. Probably next season they need to worry about selling the tickets. So.
Well, you know what? There could be more Rangers fans at the Old Firm than the Green Brigade at Parkhead. Work out on it.
Mental.
That's a crazy statistic. But anyway, we've got this...
Yeah, I'll tell you what, if the Green Brigade are banned for the Old Firm game, does that mean the Rangers away support can get that section? Move them in.
The Union Bears.
Get the old attendances back and actually get some atmosphere.
Could you imagine if the Union Bears or Rangers fans brought the Israeli flag in? Oh, that would be bad. Anyway, Celtic Boy 88 saying question marks. Question time.
It's a simple question, really. Did they make the correct decision?
It's either yes or no. I mean, there's no if, buts, maybes. It's did they make the correct decision?
Well, I guess I could be unsure.
Unless he's read this and he wasn't aware of the news. That's the only thing.
Possibly.
I guess that could happen. Moving on, we've got no nair. Brother Wilfred will be spinning in his grave with the soup takers, with the tricolour in there. Thoughts on that?
Am I supposed to know who that is?
Well, he's not a referee. I'm pretty sure that's one of the guys that found it. Celtic opened the all. That guy. Maybe I'm wrong with that. I don't know. I don't know my Celtic history, right? I'm going to assume that is, Celtic started for all the poor people in the East End.
Yeah, but how is Celtic banning the Green Brigade? How does that mean the club's not for all? The reason they're doing it is because the club want to be inclusive, and they don't want Jewish people to feel unwelcome. I'm sure that's a part of it.
Yeah.
So surely, if the entire stadium is waving Palestine flags and Jews don't feel safe, then it's not welcome for them, is it?
No, yeah, exactly. So here, it just depends what side of the coin you're on, and obviously, big no nay never is on the side of Big Brother Wilfred. We've got Robot Truck, Robot Rock. Is that the guy's name I botch every time?
Robot Rock.
Aye.
2205.
Correct decision.
I think there's a lot of Celtic fans that will agree with this, but they just don't really want to say it. Probably don't feel comfortable saying it at Celtic Park.
There's a few YouTubers on here. I'd like to hear what they have to say about this.
I guess I'm telling you that there's probably one specky green tinted specs that is disagreeing with us and probably crying his eyes out.
Aye, can't wait for it. Cannot wait for that, Fed. We've got Pride of Lanark, you're saying, yep, keep the politics at the grounds, then Septic and Sevco are the embarrassment of Scottish football.
Oh, I agree with that, man. It's always those two clubs that are bringing Scottish football down. And to Hibernian a couple of weeks ago.
What Hibernian doing a couple of weeks ago?
That shite at Ibrox.
Oh, I forgot about that. Should have remembered that. But yeah, and you know what that was disgraceful. But rightfully banned.
One guy.
Aye, yeah, but he was the only guy. Well, no, there was loads of people doing it, but the only guy that they actually caught on camera. I mean, what a tool! Using like a snood and then taking it down during the match.
Yeah, what a spastic! Like,
and then you've got people going, "Oh, look at the Rangers fans grassing on them." Well, fuck them. I mean, mocking the dead.
Yeah, there's no room for that shit or racism or anything like that in football. So
yeah, fucking
or in the world in general, to be fair.
Yeah, you need to move on. And you know what? Before the Celtic fans jump in about the whataboutery, what Rangers did this, right? Well, I'll tell you what, right? See if Rangers were all waving 50,000 Israeli flags, I think it would be right to fucking ban the Israeli flag for being shown in case, it would seriously offend Palestinians that feel hard done by. I think it just goes 50-50. I think so.
Aye.
Going to agree with that?
I do, aye.
Anyway, guys, that is where we're going to leave this video. So, Fog Football is signing out until next time. Peace.